folks joining us as we get going here, but want to say Happy New Year to everyone in the great Northwest Division. Thank you to so many of you for joining us this afternoon and being a part of this. We want to just welcome you. Appreciate each of you taking some time to join us for what's going to be a fairly brief special program this afternoon. And so we're just happy to celebrate with you. I bring greetings from Colonels Bill and Lisa Dickinson. Colonel Bill is tied up with another activity this week, is part of a national committee, and so was not able to be a part of our event with us today, but they send their greetings and send New Year's blessings to each of you, and I wish they could be here with us today. We are so incredibly proud of all of you, and on behalf of the entire DHQ leadership team, I want to thank you for making Virtual Red Kettles a critical part of your fundraising campaign this Christmas. I want to say also congratulations to everyone for really stepping forward and embracing what was for many a completely new concept. And I think as you're going to hear a little bit later on, it was well worth taking on. The Northwest is a rather diverse division. We work in very large cities and very small communities, from larger corps with major operations to smaller corps to service extension units. And we're just very excited of the significant representation from our extension units that have participated in this year's campaign. Great job to each of them. The success of the campaign proves in many ways that the virtual element works, and we're just hopefully it is here to stay with us regardless of what the future looks like. We're here today to acknowledge some of our best kettles, but what we also want to make sure that we are communicating is that we're celebrating the work of everyone, because Team Northwest really excelled in this effort. We're going to announce six exciting awards today. Some of the units and some of the virtual Red Kettles hosts, but you've all worked so incredibly hard. You've partnered with other people, you've partnered with groups, and the advisory boards have gotten engaged, and volunteers have participated, and it's just been really unbelievable and so encouraging to see. If you are a Golden Bell winner, then we will mail your engraved bell to you. I'm actually going to show you. There we go. Show you your golden bells will be mailed to you soon. So let's take a quick look at some numbers here. $391,500 total raised in the virtual Red Kettles this Christmas. Can we give a hand for that? I think that is absolutely unbelievable. $391,500 raised in virtual Red Kettles in the Northwest Division. Every corps and so hosted at least one virtual Red Kettle, and in many locations, there were multiple virtual Red Kettles being operated at the same time, for a total of 288 virtual kettles in the Northwest, which again, I think is absolutely phenomenal. Throughout the Northwest, 76 advisory board and council members hosted virtual Red Kettles. Again, that's a fantastic number. We are so encouraged by that. And we're so fortunate to have a board and council members who are so committed to fundraising and supporting the mission. And let's not forget, the real winners, the people that really won as a result of your efforts this past Christmas, are the people that we serve every day. The people who will get to keep their lights on, who will get to pay their rent, who will have food on the table, who will enjoy toys under the tree this Christmas. They are the real winners here. But again, thank you for your commitment to the mission. In many cases, you turned to your community partners to host virtual Red Kettles. Congratulations on establishing and cultivating these really important partnerships with local organizations. And based on our calculations, 127 community partners, that's corporations, organizations, schools, service clubs in your communities, participated in the virtual Red Kettle. Again, we're pretty excited about that and feel that to be pretty outstanding. As many of you know, the Northwest is consistently a leader among all the other divisions in the territory for traditional red kettles. And incidentally, we did that again this Christmas. Even though we had a tough year, we were still the #1 fundraising division in the territory in the traditional red kettles. But the Northwest is also the leader among all divisions in the territory for the virtual red kettles. So I think we can be very pleased about that too. The success during the first year reflects really an entrepreneurial spirit amongst our officers, our staff, our volunteers, council members, advisory board members, and really is a hallmark characteristic of the people of the great Northwest Division. So congratulations to everyone, no matter how much you raised, congratulations to everybody. You took a huge leap forward for the Salvation Army and for your community. And we believe that the virtual Red Kettle is going to be a major part of Christmas fundraising for many years to come. So let's get started. Captain Ivan Landeris is going to present today's first award. Over to you, Captain Landeris.
Thank you. I wanted to say, and everybody gets a golden bell. I wanted to say it, but I'm not. I want to congratulate everybody that participated in our virtual kettle, and I want to also echo the comments of Captain Jonathan and say thank you. Thank you for everything you did. It doesn't matter how much you made. It matters that you participated and that we did something for our communities. So, I mean, the results are amazing. They are outstanding, and I'm here to announce the host with the most award. And this award is the virtual kettle host who received the most donations. That is the number of gifts, not the value of donations. First, we will start with a few impressive virtual kettle hosts who didn't win, which is, again, I wish I could send you a golden bell, but we are not. But they deserve recognition for their effort. Their Rotary Club in Kalispell, Montana received 26 gifts in their virtual kettle. Also, 26 gifts was the Gray Harbor Lions Club in Western Washington. In second place, receiving 35 gifts into their virtual kettle is Eastside Advisory Council member Phil Bradbury. So nice work, Phil. Thank you so much for your help. And the award for the host with the most gifts goes to, should we wait a couple of seconds? So you just want to know? All right, virtual Red Kettle host that received 36 donations. That's the Big Fork Chamber of Commerce in Kalispell, Washington. So congratulations to Corps Officers Major Larry and Captain Julie Feist for your work in the Big Fork Chambers of Commerce. And this is the bell. We will mail it to you. Thank you so much. So that's the first award that I get to present. Next up is the Golden Gift Award. This is the virtual kettle that received the largest single gift. We had a few virtual kettles with large single gifts. In fact, we had a tie for third place. The kettle hosts each received a single gift of $5,000. So congratulations to this runner-uppers, Bill Bunny and Associates in Helena for a gift of $5,000. Also in Helena, advisory board member John, I am sorry if I mispronounce this name, Lagerquist. So I apologize if I destroy your last name. Also gave $5,000. So thank you very much. We also have a gift in Grace Harbor Lions Club for receiving a gift of $5,000. In second place, with the second highest single gift into a kettle is Big Fork Chamber of Commerce in Kalispell, Montana for a gift of $5,200. So thank you to that for that donation, whoever did it. But the award for the virtual kettle host with the highest single gift goes to someone who received a single gift, and that gift is for the amount of $5,295. And the winner is, wait for it, Captains Christopher and Unha Kim are the Corps officers at the East Side and King County Corps. So congratulations, Captains Chris and Unha, for that award that you just received.
All
Now-
right. I think it's time for me to take it away. Thank you,
Yes.
Captain Ivan. We're grateful. Happy Golden Bells, everybody. Woo! So I wanted to share with you just a little tidbit of information that I hope will inspire you for next year. In the division, we are on average about 30% up with our mail appeal, which is generally the strongest of our fundraising channels. But this year, we are 167% up year over year with digital. So digital, we all know it's the way of the future. These virtual kettles are amazing tools for us and so exciting. The money raised, as we all know, goes to help those that are in need. And I just am grateful to each and every one of you for your commitment to this. And I am excited for what it holds for the future. So my thank you, my sincere thank you. All right, I know we want to know who's gonna win next. So here we go. We're moving into the 2 awards that were determined by our Command Finance Council group, CFC. And that's essentially the same as our leadership team here at DHQ. And we got the wonderful honor to vote to determine this. And all of you from the various units sent in submissions that we then voted on. So that was a fun little element for us. So we appreciate that opportunity. So this first award that was voted on by CFC is Bringing It, Ringing It Award, which is the virtual kettle host that was most committed to the cause. So everybody's super committed, but this is the standout. So here we go. It was a tough decision. We discussed it. It was close, but we do have an outcome here. So I want to let Phil Bradbury and Fred Ashheim, who are advisory board members from the East Side Corps, they are going to win this award and they are definitely deserving. And I'm excited to share with you why. So here we go. So Phil started fundraising early in October and brought Fred along. And Fred, they have been an amazing duo. They reached out to their networks, including friends, neighbors, acquaintances, whomever would listen. They had a wonderful virtual fundraiser with the Corps, and they used that recording as a tool to encourage, after the fact, to encourage people to give to the virtual kettles. And one fun story that Phil shared with me is that he has a second home in Hawaii. He's there right now, lucky you, Phil. And he encouraged his neighbors in Hawaii that do not live in Washington regularly to give to the East Side Corps because he's such an amazing storyteller. Great job, Phil. And Phil and Fred, they know each other from playing tennis. They play tennis together, and they have 2 tennis groups amongst them that have many friends with and have known for a long time. And I thought it was really clever. They had used they communicated with these 2 tennis groups and got them really engaged and encouraged donations, and they were incredibly generous. So just a fun example of how different networks can get involved in the cause. And they, not only that, but they also encouraged additional people to host virtual kettles on behalf of the Corps. So there was just so much activity happening, and these 2 were spearheading it with the help of the captains on the East Side, and just really exciting to see. So it is my honor to officially bestow the Golden Bell 2020 on Phil Bradbury and Fred Ashheim. Thank you, Phil and Fred. We're grateful for all your work on behalf of the East Side Corps. You are excellent advisory board members, and we are so fortunate to have you as part of our family.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to say anything, Phil? I can't hear you. Sorry, Phil. All right. Well, we'll keep going, but we appreciate you, Phil.
Phil's muted.
Hey, just a minute.
Oh,
Can you
here
hear
he
me
is.
now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
There's a fellow that wrote a book called The 1 Minute Manager. And he wrote a second book. and something I've always remembered that he wrote, and he said, there's a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it when it's convenient. When you're committed, there are no excuses, only results. And that's what our commitment was, from our heart to others less fortunate than us. And we couldn't be prouder. And by the way, we're not finished. So make sure you don't close our kettle.
We won't. Thank you to Melissa for managing all of that. Do you have Husky gear on?
Me or can't?
You.
I
No.
have the speaker on.
No, I said Husky gear on. Go
Oh,
Huskies.
Yes, I have my Husky shirt on. Yes, just because I was calling and I knew everyone or a lot of people were in Seattle. So yes, I wore a Husky shirt.
Good job, Phil. Good job. All right, moving on to the next one. We have another award determined by our leadership team, CFC, and this is the Creative Kettles Award. This is the unit, so core, service extension, Croc Center, etc., with the most creative approach. And oh my goodness, this was a hard one to judge because there were so many. And I just commend all of you for flexing that creative muscle, because that's what makes this special and really gets people engaged. We were so impressed with all of your creativity, and we're excited to share who's the winner. So here it is for our friends at the Tacoma Core, who did an excellent job. I can't wait to tell you why. So first, the team was never without the opportunity to raise money for their virtual kettles, never. The officers, the staff, the volunteers, everybody involved wore hospital bracelets. Who would have thought? They put QR codes on their hospital bracelets, and so people could scan them if they wanted to and make a donation to the virtual kettle. What a fun idea. The QR codes were also added to magnetic signs that were placed on their cars. So as they're driving around town, people can see the information. Donate to the virtual kettles, donate to the virtual kettles. And I don't know if the car's parked or something and somebody walks by, they'd see the information that way too. It just was always there. Fantastic. And then in addition, they had 2 volunteers that hosted a Facebook Live event, and this encouraged donations to the virtual Red Kettle. They shared inspirational stories. They had some fun. There was trivia and prizes for the participants. And the hosts invited viewers to donate to the virtual Red Kettles. And they raised about $300 in 90 minutes. Super exciting, wonderful to see. Just like Phil was saying, the commitment of the volunteers, just really incredible. And we are grateful. So congratulations to our Tacoma team for the most creative approach to virtual kettles. We are grateful for your work. And I'm going to turn it over to Captain Vicki Harvey, who is next on the agenda.
So excited to be with everybody here today. And our next award, these are the last 2 final awards for today. Our next award is the Bell Abated Giving Award, unit with the highest average gift. To clarify how we calculated this average gift, it's for every core or unit by taking the total amount donated and dividing it by the number of gifts received. When you think about the traditional kettle, which typically receives coins and dollars, maybe $5, $10, or even $50 bills, the fact that the average gift isn't in a virtual kettle is hundreds of dollars is remarkable. Again, we had some outstanding virtual kettles with the impressive average gifts, including Helena with an average gift of $285. Yay. Eastside in King County with an average gift of $394. Good job, Eastside. But our award to the location with the highest average gift of $455 goes to, are you ready for this? Service Extension in Grays Harbor, Washington. Great job, great job. Congratulations to our colleagues in Grays Harbor, Kelly Painter, and of course, congratulations to the Service Extension team. who supports Kelly and the work in Grays Harbor, and that's Sean Jones, Lauren Hazen, Lonnie Franklin, and Taylor Newsome. Thank you so much for your hard work. Grays Harbor Service Extension, great job. You will get one of these fancy bells. Our next award is award number 6. It is, here we go, the final award of this year's Golden Bell Award. And don't take off after this last one. Captain Jonathan has some closing words after this. But the last and final presentation today is the Ringing with Reach Award, and it goes to the corps or unit with most fundraising participating. Are you ready? To clarify this award, the award counts the number of fundraisers who are each hosting a virtual kettle on behalf of their corps or unit. But in order to be included in this count, the virtual kettle must have raised at least $100. Before we announce the winner, I want to acknowledge a few of our locations that came very close to this award. In 3rd place, drum roll, Olympia with 18 fundraisers participating. That's 18 people or organizations who each reached at least $100 for the Salvation Army in Olympia. In 2nd place, drum roll, is Spokane with 20 fundraisers, each hosting a virtual red kettle for Spokane, again, each raising at least $100. Before we announce the winner of this award, I want to share the results. This location had 22 fundraisers, each hosting a virtual red kettle and raising more than $100. All of these virtual kettles combined had more than 350 donations and more than are you ready? Because this is really exciting. $31,000 more. Are you ready? Congratulations to our colleagues at the Coeur d'Alene Crop Center. You are presented the Gold Bell Award. Congratulations to everybody that participated. Thank you so much. We're excited. We're excited that the virtual kettle was so successful this year. Thank you.
Great job. Great job. Well, there's a couple of things I want to make sure that we have taken away from this. This was our first year as a division getting fully behind the virtual red kettle. It's been out there for a little while, but this is the first time that our division has 100% gotten behind and participated in the virtual red kettle. And to go back, we raised well over $300,000, close to $400,000. Imagine what we can do next year. Imagine what can be accomplished in the years ahead as this builds and builds and momentum is created. This is a very viable way of raising money and engaging groups and friend groups that wouldn't normally participate in ringing a bell at a red kettle. So we sort of diversify, as it were, and provide new opportunities for new donors and for new friends to participate in the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign. So this is really outstanding, and we just could not be more grateful. The other thing that I want to make sure we see here is the average gift being given through a virtual red kettle is huge in comparison to sometimes quarters and pennies that are dropped into a red kettle. Those quarters and pennies add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars every Christmas, and we're incredibly grateful for every one of them. But again, let's not miss the fact that that average gift is significantly higher through the virtual red kettles. So again, great job to everyone. No matter what you raised, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you participated. That's what matters. You participated, you got involved, you tried it out, and we can only grow from here. As we wrap up today, I want to just take a minute to acknowledge the development team for supporting this event. They started in June, getting everybody interested in this. They did trainings in July and were ready to launch this by October. Some, I think, even started a little bit before that, significantly ahead of the curve. I was talking to folks in other divisions in October, and they hadn't even started considering virtual red kettles. So again, great job to the Northwest Development Team for getting behind this fully. We are so incredibly grateful to you. Also want to acknowledge Melissa Hillier. Many of you have probably spent some time on the phone with Melissa over the last few months. She's one of our newest employees in the development department, but has done an excellent job of resourcing the field, which is one of our 3 key points: to serve, resource, and focus the field. She's done an excellent job of resourcing the field and being of service. So I want to say a huge thank you to Melissa. Melissa, you survived your first Christmas with the Salvation Army. Great job. In fact, you not only survived, you thrived, and we're just super grateful to you. There are nearly 300 virtual red kettles, as you've heard, in the Northwest, and she managed them with talent and grace. Well done. Well done. On a final note, I want to say thank you to every one of you for embracing this technology. As I said, it's a very viable way of raising money. And I see individuals who I've had the honor of speaking to around the division, from our advisory organizations, from our advisory boards, from our advisory councils, from core volunteer coordinators, core officers, staff members. You are part of an amazing team. When we say Team Northwest is the best in the West, well, we might be a little biased, of course, but we truly mean it. And projects like this prove it. Again, #1 fundraiser in the traditional red kettles in the Western Territory, #1 fundraiser in the virtual red kettles in the Western Territory. So you truly are the best, and that's you. You truly are the best. You did the work. You put a lot of effort into this, and the results have been evident. What began as a response to COVID-19 will continue, we believe, as a new tradition for the Salvation Army, definitely here in the Northwest Division. We all know that the traditional red kettles are needed, but they needed a shot of energy. And so this is a great way of providing a shot of energy to those traditional kettles. We've seen some challenges over the years with stores not allowing us to be there anymore, people not carrying cash like they used to, and different elements that have made it more and more difficult for us to raise money in the red kettles. So this is a very viable option that has worked very well. After 130 years, this really incredible tradition that started with one person, has grown into something pretty amazing. And today we celebrate the fact that we've taken that to a whole new level, that what started as one individual developing a virtual red kettle has grown into, I believe it was 288 for the Northwest Division. Once again, on behalf of Colonels Bill and Lisa Dickinson, I applaud each and every one of you for your hard work. You are extraordinary people. We are indebted to you for your unbelievable hard work. As we close today, again, I just want to remind you, the people that we serve are what really counts here. It's wonderful to get an award, and I congratulate every one of you that got an award today. And whether you got an award or not, here's the point. You served people. Children woke up on Christmas morning with a toy under the tree because of your work. That matters, whether you got a golden bell or not. People who were hungry were able to sit down to a meal on Christmas Day, maybe with meat that they hadn't had in quite a while as a result of your work today. People will stay in their homes, keep a roof over their head in the months ahead because of the work you have done through the virtual red kettles. Electricity bills will stay on. Children will participate in character building programs, and the list goes on. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and again, on behalf of the entire leadership team, for your hard work, your commitment, your dedication. Let's not stop. Let's do this even greater. The development department is going to send you a survey in the days ahead that's going to ask you to provide some input for the future. We want to be better. We want to continue to grow. So provide your input through that survey, and we will actually have a virtual meeting, somewhat like this, where we will review some of those findings and share what we might do differently, what we might do better, what we might do in addition for the future. To close us out, I just want to finally, one more time, if you haven't heard it enough today, thank you. From the bottom of our heart, God bless you and have an amazing new year. Bye-bye.